We're going out to the kayak spot. Gotta be getting close. Gotta be getting close. Hunter, right here. Here he is. Here he is. There he is, buddy. Hey, what's up, guys? Michael here. We're going out to the kayak spot. So I've had a very good historical setup here on public land, Western PA, where I need to use a kayak to get to the spot. I've taken a couple really nice bucks out there. I did not hunt it last year. Went in, scouted it in the early spring, looked good. So I'm headed out. It's October 21st. It's around 1 p.m. So I'm gonna get out there. Should be hunting by 1:45 and looking to see what's happening out there. So let's get this thing unloaded and get out there. All right, we got her all rigged up, ready to rock. Got the bow, got the life jacket, the oar, got my bag with all my gear, trolling motor. All right, let's get her pushed out. All right, guys, we got the trolling motor maxed out, going quick as we can. We got a little bit of a wind in our face, which is perfect for this stand. It's a northwest wind, which is the absolute best wind you could ask for in the stand. It's gonna blow my scent back to the water where I come in. So we're going to be approaching the spot here shortly, so I just thought I'd let you see the scenery, the leaves, the foliage is just amazing and beautiful. It'd be nice to see a big old set of antlers coming through this foliage. So what I'm going to do is pull the kayak right up into there. I got a camo netting, and I'm gonna cover it up. I doubt anyone would even be back here or see it, but you never know. We saw some fishermen out there, you never know. And I'm gonna lock it to one of those down trees, and then we're gonna hike. We're gonna use this little valley to hike up to our stand. So I'm pumped, I'm so excited. So we're gonna go ahead and get going here. Okay, I found one of my flags finally. I haven't seen any of my tacks yet. Luckily, it's nice and windy, and the wind's blowing back towards the kayak. So there's one of my flags. You can just see how thick it is. I'm pretty sure a couple trees have come down over the trail that I cut through, and maybe that's why I couldn't find the tacks. But everything's wet too because it was raining this morning. So I'm able to move nice and quiet and slow. We're gonna have plenty of time to hunt, so I'm trying not to get too worked up. I'm excited to be here, but I don't want to be breaking branches or sweating, and I'm already a little sweaty. So we're gonna ease across this little gully and then work our way right up to the stand. Looks like almost like an old historical rub here, but look how high it is. I mean, it's like up to my face. So I don't know if that's an old rub or what. It's kind of crazy. I don't remember seeing that before. But all right, we're close to the stand. It's right up there, about 40 yards. I just got up in the stand, and there's two does, like right here. It's bizarre. Like they're literally right here. Look. That looks like a button buck. This is insane. I literally got up in the stand. I haven't even pulled my bow up yet. And there's 3 deer just coming up and feeding right here. I don't even have my bow. I don't got my release. Like, I don't know how they didn't see me. I don't know if you can hear the music, but there's music back at the boat launch. They're I think there's some sort of event going on. This is insane. Buttonbuck doe. They must have been bedded over in that thick stuff. Little spike. I don't know how I didn't get busted. A doe and 2 fawns came in. One of the fawns is a spike. They were 20 yards from me. I mean, I wasn't even seated in the stand when I first saw them. I don't know how they didn't see me or hear me. I was being as quiet as I can, but the wind definitely helped. Plus the wind's blowing this way, and they were out in front of me. But they never spooked or anything. So the doe and the one fawn went back that way, northwest. The spike is still here. He actually walked in front of me. He's almost downwind of me. My wind's kind of blowing this way. He's over there. He's probably 30 yards from me. He's kind of headed in the direction that I came from, which is interesting. So I quietly pulled my bow up. He actually saw it at one point. He looked over. He was behind brush, and he popped his head up, and he saw my bow, and I stopped pulling it up, and it was like swinging around. He never spooked, though. He was like chewing on acorns and just staring at it, and then he just didn't see it as a threat and continued munching. And so I managed to get it up. I got my bow hung up. I got an arrow knocked. Got my release out, ready to go. So I'm not even gonna set the camcorder up right now because it'll be too much to get that set up. And I mean, there could be a nice buck bedded further out, not far from here. This has been a hot spot, so I'm just gonna get the GoPro right here on this branch and just chill out and keep my eyes peeled. So, all right, very cool, very cool. Can you hear the music? There's wedding going on. So the boat launch that I launched from, I saw there's a pavilion, and I saw they were setting up something. The music's pretty loud traveling across the lake, and I could hear the wedding music, like they're literally getting married right now. That's hilarious. Maybe I'll show up with a big old buck before it gets dark and show everybody at the wedding. That's funny. Wind's picking up pretty good. I just checked the radar, and there are some storm cells west of here. It looks like most of it is going to miss us at first, but closer to dark, there's some bigger cells that might hit us. They're mostly green, but there's some yellow on the radar south of here, and I think that's where all this wind's coming from. But it looks like we might end up getting wet a little bit later. So we're gonna wait it out, though. We're waiting until dark for sure, and see if we get some action. So just to give you a feel for what we got here. Anyway, So we're on like a peninsula here. So I come in from the water from behind me and I sneak up this little gully here. And then right behind my stand and I get up in here. Right here's like open woods. And there's a lot of big oaks up here, acorns falling and stuff like that. But just about 30 yards out, it turns into really thick bedding. And then it drops down into the water. And that runs all the way out to the point of the peninsula. So that's all thick bedding. And it's a pretty big bedding area. And then that stretches all the way up here to the mainland. And right here is like a nice spot where it kind of is like a pinch point. Because behind me, there's really thick, nasty stuff in a gully that leads down. It's like a little creek runoff, runs down to the lake. A lot of big trees down, stuff like that. So the chances of them coming in from behind me are usually slim. But right here, they come through here, or they'll come out of the bedding this way, or they'll come out of the bedding or the tip of the peninsula this way. And that's my experience with the way they move here. So I'm right outside this bedding here. And I got nice openings in here, lots of acorns on the ground. I'm right on that edge, so I can get a good shot. So we could have, bucks down this way towards the point bedding with their back towards the wind. The wind's blowing this way. And they can get up and come out of that bedding, come right up the center of this peninsula and scent check all that bedding for, the does. And that's the direction that doe went. Historically, the does I've seen here have always come out of that bedding this way. And I've had the big 9-point I shot, he came from this way. I shot him right here. He was headed this way. And then the 8-point I shot, he came from out on the point. And he came up this way. He was chasing a doe, and I shot him over here, but he came from that direction. So they like to travel this edge. So that's the setup, but it's pretty windy, so we're just going to hold on tight and just hang out and see what happens. So, beautiful day, though. Other than that, temperature's good. The foliage is beautiful. The wind's perfect. Doesn't get any better than that. All right. All right, so it's 5:15. We got less than 2 hours of shooting time left. About 10 minutes ago, I spotted another deer about 50 yards that way. Couldn't tell what it was. It looked like a small deer, so it kind of headed towards the thick area. And then 5 minutes later, it backtracked. But it was a good 50 yards from here. I haven't seen it since. here. 25-yard shot. He didn't really, he kind of ran a little and then he stopped over here and he bedded down. And I was watching him for a while. I had a second arrow knocked. And I could see him moving his head around. So I knew he was hurt, but I couldn't tell, if he's gonna die or not. So I decided to put a second arrow in him. It hit him. He didn't even move at first. And like 5 seconds later, he kind of got up. Well, he tried to get up. He couldn't even get up, and he just kind of keeled over. So I think he's done now for sure. So I'm gonna wait a little bit and then get down. But I mean, he's right there. He's 25 yards over. He's a nice buck. I think he's a nice 8. Nice buck for heavily pressured public land here in PA. So, oh man, I'm just stoked. So I'm gonna keep an eye on him, just make sure nothing crazy happens, and then get down and got quite the adventure to get him back. I love this stuff. All right, guys. So it ain't over yet. I thought he was definitely down. I started lowering my bow in my bag, and about halfway down, I was hitting some branches, and he actually got up and just took off, and I couldn't believe it. And he went crashing into some thick stuff, and then I just listened, and I couldn't hear any more running or anything, so I was like, holy crap. And anyway, so I got down. I walked over to where I shot him. I found my arrow. There's good blood there. There's immediate blood going to where he went. I found where he bedded right over here. And there was a bunch of blood there. And then I could see blood going where he ran. So I'm not really sure. Now there's a deer behind me blowing. There was another deer that came in when he was bedded there right here that took off. There's just deer all over the place. So it's almost 7 o'clock. Quitting time's a little after 7. I think he's laying right in there, because when I was over by the bed there, I heard some crashing around over there, like he was moving around. So I don't know. So I'm probably gonna have to go over and see what we got, but I'm waiting just a little bit longer before I do that. It's crazy. 2 arrows in him. The second one was still in him, because I saw it in him when after I shot. And it was just buried in him somewhere up near the shoulder in to the vitals. So I thought for sure that took him out, that second one, because he sort of tried to get up and he couldn't even get up, but he did have enough energy to take off on that second run. So I'm gonna get my flashlight and stuff out and just wait a little bit longer and then see if we can go find him. So you can see we got good blood there. Man, that's a lot of good blood. All right, we're gonna see if we can find him up here. Look at all this blood over here. You see that? It's good blood. All right, guys. Whew. I'm back on the lake. It's pouring rain. I marked the last blood I had. It took me a while to pick up on the blood where he went into some really thick, nasty stuff. I heard him crashing, like he wasn't doing well. He wasn't like in a full-on run, but it was so thick and nasty, I just could not locate him or any additional blood. So I'm out here on the lake. It's just pouring rain. I'm going to come back tomorrow morning. I marked the trail where he was on. I found lots of great blood. I mean, that's got to be a dead deer in there. I feel like I was probably pretty close to him, but when you got rain and super thick stuff and darkness, it's just tough. So I backed out. I'm going to get back to the truck, load the kayak, and then I'll come out in the morning with Hunter, my dog. He's helped me locate deer before, so we'll get him on a lead and get back in there in the morning. So tomorrow's Sunday, there won't be any hunters out. So we'll be able to take our time and go look for this deer. So stay tuned, folks. It ain't over yet. Well, good morning, folks. Got old Hunt-A-Bug with me. So we are headed back out to find and retrieve the buck I shot last night. It was a rough situation, as you saw from the video. I mean, I got 2 arrows in them, lots of blood, and it just got dark. Storms rolled in, raining like hell. So I marked the last blood. He went into some really, really thick stuff that's just, I couldn't see, 10 yards in front of me. He could have been laying anywhere, and I have a feeling he was laying close to where I was. So I backed out, I marked it, and I'm bringing Hunter. He actually helped me find one of my bucks, 2019, a big buck in the same area in that thick stuff. And he did a phenomenal job. He took me to it. So you're allowed to use dogs to track down deer in Pennsylvania. You got to use a lead. So I got a retractable lead. I also got a 6-foot leash. So we got to hike in. We're actually not taking the kayak. We're hiking in, and the plan is to pack the buck out. So we got a pretty long hike. It's over a mile to get back in that general vicinity, but I'm confident he's there. So we're gonna go do it. We'll see you soon. All right, guys, so we've been hiking back here for a little while. We're getting into the vicinity of where that buck was headed. We're still a few hundred yards out, but I'm gonna hook up Hunter to the lead, and we're gonna start the track job. So I'll take you along for the ride as best as I could. It's really thick in there, and it's might be hard to hold the GoPro and manage Hunter on the lead. So we're gonna start heading in. Hold on. Thick in here, buddy. Where's he at? Go this way. All right, he's pulling me downhill. So I'm just gonna double check where the, before we go. So let's see. The last blood I had was about, it's still a good 150 yards up that way. So I'm just gonna follow him, let him do his thing. It's thick as hell in here. We're in a little opening, but it is just thick and nasty. So the last blood trail I had was somewhere like 100 yards up that way, and Hunter's trying to take me down into this little gully, which he could be down there. I see something on the hillside over there, but it might just be a log in the way the sun's shining on it. It'd be amazing if it was the deer, but I think it's just a log. We'll check that out. But anyway, it's a beautiful morning. It's in the 40s, so the temperatures are good. But we're just gonna continue on. I'm just gonna follow Hunter's lead. So I think that's a big log. But all right, let's see where he went. Okay. All right, go ahead. Hold on. Okay. All right, now I'm wiping out. Lost Hunter when I fell. All right, buddy, come here. All right, there's a bobber. Okay, where's he at, buddy? Did he come around here? Huh. This is kind of cool. All right, we are very close to where I saw blood last. But look at this. This is like an old homestead from the people probably owned this property way before it became public land. So we're definitely getting in the vicinity. And Hunter, hold on. I think the wind is good for us too. He's kind of pulling hard, which he might be onto that scent. Hold on, Hunter, stay. All right. Yeah, we're in the vicinity for sure. So I'm just gonna follow him. Hold on. I think I marked that for blood right there. And he's trying to pull me this way. We got the wind in our face. Where's he at, buddy? Yeah, he's smelling something. Good boy. Let's go get him. Hold on. He's definitely getting a little birdie. All right, buddy, where's he at? He's definitely on to something here. Hold on, buddy. Hold on. Gotta be getting close. Gotta be getting close. Where's he at, buddy? Hunter, right here. Here he is. Here he is. There he is, buddy. There he is. Good boy on a bug. He found him. He found him. Oh, fuck yeah, brother. Woo! Good job, buddy. Good job, buddy. Hunt the bug. Come here, buddy. Good job. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy, hunt the bug. Yeah. Fuck yeah. Oh, man. Let's take a look at him. Let's take a look at him. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, he's got a ruddy smell to him. Here he is. There he is. Oh, what a nice buck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 point. Oh, man. That's awesome. Way to go. Hunt the bug. Whew. All right. So I just dragged him up to the opening. He's a big old boy. So let you get a better look at him here. That's a nice Pennsylvania public land 9 point right there. So you could see I actually hit him a little far back. I was aiming right here, but if you watch the footage, he took a step right before I released. So that makes sense. And then when he bedded down, I threw another arrow on him that went in here and it actually angled out and was sticking out down here. The arrow must have broke off because in the video footage you could see it sticking out right here with the fletching. The rest of it came out the bottom. So it hit his guts. So I'm glad I didn't bring the kayak to load the whole deer because we're gonna quarter him out. That way we don't have to deal with all the gut smell and juices. But that's a nice buck right there. And my boy Hunter, come here, buddy. Yeah, good boy. Hunter's never been Hunter's never been trained to track deer. But one thing you got to keep in mind, if you have a hunting dog that's accustomed to flushing pheasants, rabbit hunting, things like that, I mean, they're working off scent. And he's taken me to 3 different deer, 2 of them that were hard to find. The other one, my brother-in-law's deer in Ohio, we would have found that one. We had a good blood trail, but he cut the distance from us because the deer had made a big loop, and Hunter cut the corner and found him right away. But 2 of them were in stuff like this that was really thick and nasty. The blood trail was gone from the rain. And once I got downwind and on the trail, he took me right to him. It's just amazing to watch. So yeah, if you got a bird dog, a hunt dog, you don't have to necessarily train them to specifically hunt deer. They could still find a deer because they're working off scent, you know? So anyway, I'm gonna start working on him, quartering him up. I hope you guys liked the video. It was quite the adventure. And now we gotta pack this sucker out a good 1.5 miles. So we got all day though, so no rush. So I'm gonna grab my bag and then we'll get to work. I appreciate you guys watching. So I'd like to give a shout out to my lovely wife, Sarah, for letting me have some pillowcases. We're gonna use those as game bags as we quarter this big guy out. So thanks, sweetie. All right, there he is. Just getting ready. We're just starting to gut him out. And nice Pennsylvania public land buck. All right, guys, hiking out. Got a lot of meat in the pack. He was a big old boy. He had a lot of fat on him. We got over a mile hike. We do got some hills we got to go up. We might have some thick stuff we got to go through too. There's not an easy way back. So we're just going to take our time, enjoy it. Hope you guys liked the video. Stay tuned for more. We're after some big bucks in Ohio, so we're gonna see what we can get into. We got some time left. All right, guys, we'll see you. Thanks.
Just alright.